Loyola's whole idea and mantra is a cura personalis, which is to be people for others, men and women for others. So I found that Loyola has so many outlets to use, our abilities to help others, just like my mom has always taught me. So it was a nice transition. Hello, my name is Mary Theresa Corcoran. I'm on the women's soccer team here at Loyola. The way my household was run growing up, I have to give a shout out to my mom because she was such a giving person, and service was such a huge part of who she is and how she raised us. If we had a family function and we had leftover food, it was always, okay, let's now box it up and let's bring it to the homeless shelter around the corner. Or, when I grew out of something, it was like, okay, let me get that, wash it, we can bring it to Salvation Army. Since 2015, I've been on 3 service trips to Mexico, Nicaragua, and Haiti. My first trip that I went on, I remember I was probably 16 years old, and my cousin was telling me about this trip he was going on to Mexico. It sounded magical to me to be able to go out to another country, immerse myself in another culture, and to give my time in a way to people who needed it. After the Mexico trip, I fell in love with the experience and the whole idea of service immersed into another culture. So the next time I had the opportunity to go, I jumped on it. A few years later, I went to Nicaragua. We worked with the community to see what their needs were throughout each town. Mexico and Nicaragua were 2 very different experiences, but both equally enlightening and amazing. Rendez-Vous Haiti is a club here on campus started by Catherine Savelle. It's a nonprofit organization that is centered towards raising money for an orphanage in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. When I discovered the club on campus, I was really excited about it. I wasn't aware that there was an organization that did these immersion trips on campus. Catherine Savelle does an amazing job of making sure that the students are integrated with the community instead of doing what we think we need to do, making sure that we are working with the community to see what they need. There we taught in English classes, helped make a garden in their community. I admire Catherine Savelle a lot. I think that she is doing amazing things, and I'm really happy that she let me be a part of it. In my opinion, the kids are the best part of the trip because creating relationships with them and kind of just being able to observe them in their world and see what brings them joy and how they interact in a culture that's so different from mine, I think is most enlightening. Each trip was only a week, maybe a week and a few days in length, and the most important part of that is then bringing those lessons and perspectives back with me here to this culture and carrying myself in a way and navigating through the world as an advocate for those people who I interacted with in those communities and bringing those cultures here and sharing them with people that I interact with here.
One of the things that has always struck me about Loyola in 11 plus years of time on this campus is the commitment to care for others, the commitment to serving others, the commitment to developing well-rounded young adults is part of the fabric and DNA of what Loyola tries to do and what Loyola does. And I've seen it through the years, both from being engulfed in it, but from afar. And I think it's one of the greatest things we do at our university. And I think Cece is a big part of what we try to do as a university. And she is a beacon for who we are and what we do as a university.